the lots of life forms.
They better not be alien life forms. You with me, Facts?
I'm always with you. Let's go.
Visitors of FACTS, please welcome to the stage, Eliza Taylor.
Welcome, Eliza. This person will take the first question.
Good afternoon. I have a question and that was... Do you have any projects that you are excited about? Upcoming projects?
Being a mum right now.
Okay.
Actually. Yeah, so that's kind of my biggest project at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. Thank you.
First of all, I have a question that I would like to thank you for playing Clarke in the 100 because it really means a lot to me. And the 100 is something that I really love, and I thank you for playing the main role in all the seasons. Thank you very much. Now I have a question. Clarke doesn't have a lot of fighting scenes, like physical fighting scenes. She usually shoots people, but for example, the one in the second season with Anya, it's a really good one. How was it for you playing those fighting scenes?
How was it for me? Sorry.
Yeah. Did you like it or?
Oh, the fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Like, I am not much of a physical actor. I'm more of an emotional actor. So it was challenging, but really rewarding as well. Like, I got to learn so much cool stuff, and that fight with Anya, played by Deachin, who I love, was one of my best fight scenes ever.
It's a really good one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi Eliza, first of all, thank you so much for coming. I got two questions for you. So the first one, if you could play any other character in the 100s, who would it be and why?
If I could play anyone else on the 100?
Yes.
It depends on the day. So it changes. But I actually think Octavia had one of the coolest arcs throughout all 7 seasons. Like, her evolution was remarkable, and I would love to have given that a go. But Marie did it perfectly, so she's the rightful Octavia.
Thank you. And my second question is, what's on your bucket list? Do you maybe have some big, crazy, wild dreams?
Do I have crazy, wild dreams?
Yes, like what's on your bucket list?
Sorry?
What's on your bucket list?
Oh, my bucket list. Okay. So one thing I really want to do is swim with a whale shark, because I think they're amazing, and I know that it would be terrifying for me, but I really would love to do it. And other than that, I don't know. I'd love to have my own cooking show. I know that sounds weird, but it's one of my favorite things to do in the world. Fingers crossed.
We would love to see it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi. Wow, I've been planning all day what to say, and now, but thank you so much, first of all, for the character. I've watched the 100, literally 100 times, and I've come from afar to see you today, so thank you, it means a lot. And I want to ask a question, but it's regarding the last episode. Can I do it?
Regarding what?
The last episode.
Sure.
Okay, do you truly believe that Lexa was the character that Clarke desired, craved, loved the most throughout the whole series?
Yeah, I mean, gosh, that's a hard question. She loved a lot, and loved a lot of people for different reasons, but yeah, I think that Lexa was the one death, and there were a lot of deaths, but it was the one thing she couldn't let go of, and she really couldn't move on from. And my wish for her beyond season 7 was that she could let go and hopefully love again. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello. Hey, I'm here. Okay, so I wanted to just say that I find it so funny. You and your husband act the exact same at Q&As. Act the same way at Q&As. Oh. Do you understand me?
I'm sorry, I can't really hear you. I'm a bit hard of hearing.
Okay, so you and your husband, Bob,
Yes, I heard that part.
you guys act the same way at Q&As.
Oh, at Q&A we do?
Yeah.
What is it,
The pose and how you talk and how nervous you two are. I mean,
Well, we spend a lot of time together, so.
Yeah. Okay, so, but I wanted to ask, what is your favorite thing to bake with Bob?
Okay, so Bob makes the most incredible sourdough bread. It's out of this world. And I don't really bake it with him, but I watch him do it, and it's sexy. And, and it's always amazing. So there you go.
Thank you.
Hello?
I've got to get used to this. That way, that way. Okay.
It's okay. What I admire about The 100 a lot is the way they present the character's sexual orientation in a very real way, and especially in Clarke's case. So I was wondering what your first thoughts about it were when you read the script, I suppose, and knew she was going to be portrayed in such a way.
I thought it was really cool. I was so happy to see something on the page that portrayed a world in which bisexuality was normal, because it is normal, and, you know. And I liked that it didn't glorify; it just was. It was just there, and that made me really happy. And I love that I got to represent, and I love Clarke for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hi. Are you still friends with Eliza Taylor? Like, do you talk or not?
Yes. We haven't spoken in a little while, but we text every now and then, and we're never in the same city at the same time. I'll be like, are you in LA? I'm in LA. And she's like, no, I'm in Sydney. And I'm like, damn it. And then I'm like, I'm in Sydney. Are you in Sydney? And she's like, no, I'm in LA. So, but I love her, and she's an angel.
Thank you.
Hello. So I have a question. During Mount Weather, when Bellamy and Clarke make the decision to kill all those people in Mount Weather, is that something that you can find your character doing? Do you understand it, or would you find another way around it?
Me personally would have probably not done that. But I do love the bold choices that Clarke and Bellamy made together, and it really, I mean, I don't love killing people or anything like that, but it did make the show what it was. I think it was very, like, yeah, it was intense and brash and kind of shocking, and I think it, you know, yeah, I think I think they made the right choice, but a lot of people were angry at them at the end of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. What's the most beautiful experience you had playing in The 100? Was it maybe a blooper, or maybe it was, yeah, something emotional?
What was the weirdest?
Or most beautiful, most funny? What's the thing that you remember the most?
There were so many moments, like funny ones too, that maybe you wouldn't think would have stuck with me, but like in Day Trip, where Clarke sees her dad again, there was something about filming that scene that was so beautiful, and you got to see Clarke just be vulnerable, which you don't see very often because she's trying to be strong for everyone. There was something really subtle and lovely about filming that scene where we just got to breathe and we got to, be emotional, and I loved that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
First, I wanted to say that your character Clarke will forever have a special place in my heart because she helped me figure out my own sexuality. But the question I wanted to ask is if you could go back in time and talk to your childhood self, what is the one thing you'd say? Like a secret or a tip for a better and happier life?
Wow. If I could go back in time, I would first of all give little me a hug and tell her that it's all going to be okay. And I say this a lot, I think I've shared this on social media, but I would just say to just love your body and stop stressing about it because that's one thing I wasted so much time on. Part of it was being told that I was too big to be on TV, or silly things like that throughout my teen years, which are really critical. It's a critical age where you shouldn't be told that. So yeah, I would just say to her, you've got a great bod, babe. Just love it. Love on yourself a little bit.
Thank you.
What is one message that you would give to your fans?
I'm so sorry, what was that?
What is one message that you would give to your fans?
One message? Well, I would first of all say thank you to my fans because you've changed my life. And I would say it's been a really challenging couple of years for a lot of us, and you guys keep showing up for us, and we're so happy to show up for you. And I just think that I'm getting emotional. It's really lovely to be embraced by you guys, and I hope that you feel that back from us and from me. Thank you.
If you could bring one thing from the ark, what would you personally bring?
If I would bring
one thing from the ark.
From
the ark.
The ark. What did Clarke have? She had a piece of charcoal that she could scribble on the floor with. There was that cool bonsai tree. I don't know. What would I really don't know. Do you know what you would take from the ark?
I would bring the chalk.
You would bring the chalk. There you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you know any Dutch words?
Any French words?
Dutch.
Dutch? No, you need to teach me. I don't know.
Can I teach you I love you?
Sure.
Ik.
Het.
Ik.
Ik.
Ha.
Ha.
Hou.
Ho.
Van.
Van.
jou.
Ja.
Ik hou van jou.
Oh boy. Ik. Han. One more time.
Ik
Ik.
hou
Ha.
van
Van.
jou.
Ja.
Yes.
Ik. Han. Ho. Ik hou van jou.
most fun for you to film and why?
So I get asked this a lot, and each season is really special to me for different reasons, but season 1 was the most incredible to shoot because it was my first American project. It was my first like proper lead role. It just blew me away. And like in Australia, productions tend to be a lot smaller than 100. I'd never set foot on a set like that. I'd never seen so many crew, so many like amazing people doing amazing work. So I was just like, the whole of season 1, I was just like, this is amazing. And it's really nostalgic for me. So I'd say that one for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. In the 100 we see you ride horses, and I wanted to know if you really get to ride horses.
Did I really get to ride them?
Yes.
Yes, I did. And let me tell you, it was a bit scary. Horses, it's like they look into your soul or something. They just know exactly what's going on. You can feel it when you're riding one, and if you're not in a good mood, they can tell, and they'll give you a bit of cheek for it. And at one point, I ended up being like carried away 100 yards by a horse, and no one could catch me, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know what's happening. But eventually, I reeled him in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. If Clarke and Lexa would be animals, what animal would they be?
Wait a second. So I've seen a lot of fan art where Clarke's a lion and Lexa's, is she a raccoon? Yes. And I like that. So I'd say those two.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. What is your favorite memory from on set?
Oh my gosh. Favorite memory? Okay. Wow. I have a lot of really fond memories. I don't think I could pick one, but I think there was this moment in the pilot where the whole original gang was together, and it was like we did it, milk weather! That moment where we just were all having so much fun, and it was such a blast. I loved that. So that's one of my fondest memories.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. I just want to say that it's really an honor to meet you in real life, because me and my dad used to watch your show, The 100, and I have a question for it. Who is your favorite character from The 100 and why?
First of all, you were just the cutest thing. And who is my favorite character?
Yes.
Okay, so again, it changes with my mood. But I mean, I have always had a real soft spot for Murphy. I just think that he's like a really complicated character. He didn't pretend to be anyone he wasn't. He was just himself, and I loved that. And we got to see so many different versions of him. Like, we loved him, we hated him. So he's one of my favorites. But like I said, it depends on what day you ask me, because it changes.
Yes, thank you.
What was your favorite scene in the 100?
Say that again?
What was your favorite scene in the 100?
My favorite scene of the series?
Yes.
Holy moly. I can't pick. There are so many amazing scenes. One that was pretty incredible to shoot was where Clarke sadly stabs Finn in the heart. That one it was such a long day. It was like a 14-hour shoot. We shot until like 7 in the morning, I think. It was pouring rain, but there was so much going on. Like you had everyone at the Ark, you had, like we've met Lexa for the first time, the commander, you know, like it's just that the energy was so charged on that night, and I loved that scene. I loved how it turned out as well.
Thank you.
Hello, I have 2 questions for you. The first one is, do you have any projects with your husband in the future?
Will I have any projects with Bob in the future? I hope so. We did shoot a movie last year, a horror film. So I haven't seen it yet, but hopefully it's good. But I just love working with him. He is my favorite person in the whole world. And I would work with him forever. If I get the chance, I'll do it.
And my second question is, how is your child?
How is?
Your child.
My Henry? He's so good. He's 7 months now. He's growing way too fast. But he is like a ray of sunshine. Sorry. I get emotional when I talk about Henry. He's a ray of sunshine and I miss him.
Hi, my question was, which scene was the hardest to do emotionally?
What was the hardest emotionally?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I feel like, oh my gosh, there are so many emotional scenes. One of the hardest was, I would have to say Lex's death. That was emotional for so many different reasons, and I'm sure you will all agree with me on that. But it was really like, there were a lot of tears that day. That's all I can say.
Okay, thank you. Hello. What scene did you find the most difficult to shoot because you were emotional?
Oh gosh. I mean, like I just said, there were so many emotional scenes, and oh, you know what, actually? I really struggled with Maddie being dying, essentially, or ascending. That day was really, really tough because I just love Lola so much, and and she just looked so sick, and I was really crying. Like those were real tears that day because I didn't think Maddie was gonna die, and then when I read it, I was like, what?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. So, to completely share a name, sort of, do you have a favorite Taylor Swift album, and have you listened to Midnight yet?
Say that again.
Do you have a favorite Taylor Swift album?
Oh.
And have you listened to Midnight yet?
Okay, so I like 1989. The new one though, so my friend Matt McInnes is here, and I post about him all the time. And he is the biggest Taylor Swift fan in the world, and last night he played me the whole new album, and I loved it.
It's amazing.
I thought it was great, so there you go.
Thank you.
Hi. I just wanted to say that I'm so grateful that you're here. And I wanted to ask what your favorite song is at this moment.
My favorite song right now?
Yes.
tough. I'm actually like listening to, I directed this band called Sarah and the Sundays, and I've become a huge fan of theirs since I directed them. I just love them. And they have a song called I'm So Bored that is one of my favorite songs now. I love it. So check it out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello. First of all, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm good. I always get nervous on stage, but you guys have been lovely, so I'm relaxing into it.
Okay, nice. Happy to hear that. Second of all, I wondered how to say this properly. If like there were moments when you felt like the characters you played outgrew your process in life, or when you had outgrown their process and then you had actions that you didn't agree with, and how you handled that.
Wow, that's a deep question. Yeah, I think there's definitely been I mean, with the characters that you play for a long time, such as Clarke, there are moments where you feel like maybe you've hit a ceiling, like you don't feel the character grow, or you feel, like you said, like maybe you've grown past it, but it always kind of comes back. And yeah, I love that about playing a character, especially for such a long time. You go through all these phases, and it's almost like you live with this person, and they're a part of you, and you're a part of them, and you know you go through a lot together, and yeah, it's pretty amazing.
That sounds lovely. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi. My friend asked me to tell you something. My friend asked me to tell you something. He asked me to tell you that he thinks I look like you. I don't
like
see
twins.
it. I don't really see it, but he really does, so he asked me to tell you.
Okay.
And I had a question. What Disney character do you see yourself in the most?
Tangled. I've just seen a lot of fan art of me as, what's it, it's a Rapunzel? Yes. Which I would love to play, but I grew up on The Little Mermaid, and they're some of my favorite songs, and I just, yeah, I'm an Ariel lifer.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thanks.
Hi, I actually have two questions, if you don't mind. My first question, I also asked this to Bob last year, and it is, if tomorrow was your last acting chance or acting scene, what role would you like to play, or what scene would you really like to do? I'm curious to see the difference in your answer with Bob.
Wow, okay. So if tomorrow was my last, I just want to make sure I got this right, my last chance to act.
Yes.
And I could play one role.
Yeah, or scene.
Or scene. And it doesn't have to be from the 100.
No, it doesn't have to be, yeah, just a dream you still have that you want to do.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I love Penny Lane in Almost Famous. In fact, I've cosplayed as her a couple of times. And that's one of my favorite movies, and I would love to play that role. Yeah.
Thank you. And then the second question is, I know it's only Saturday, but are you enjoying Belgium, and have you been able to enjoy it, or are you still planning to?
It is so beautiful here, guys. Oh my God, I just can't believe where I am. It's stunning. Bob worded me up last year, obviously, and told me that it's incredible. but as soon as I saw it with my own eyes, I was like, I'm never leaving, I live here now. So yes, I've enjoyed it thoroughly, and I just think it's a beautiful city.
Thank you, I hope you have a good weekend.
Hi. I wanted to thank you for playing Clarke in 100 because I grew up watching you in the Sleepover Club, and yeah, I
That's a blast from the past.
Yeah, I saw it so many times. When I saw that you were playing the main role in the 100, I really wanted to watch it. So you were the reason why. So thank you. And my question was, did you have a different ending in mind to the 100? Did you think it was going to end earlier, or later, or differently?
Yes, I actually thought that it was, I thought season 5 would be the last season, honestly. And I was so grateful to have 2 seasons after that. But that was, I think, because it was like probably my favorite season finale. I thought that could have been a really nice button on the whole show. But then we got to do more. And I got to play Josephine, so that was pretty cool.
Well, thank you very much. Hello, I was wondering, what was it like getting here? Did you get stuck in traffic or anything?
A light question, I like it. Did I get stuck in traffic? So, it was a 24-hour journey. I think it was 14 hours from Melbourne to Dubai, and then 7 or 8 hours from Dubai to Brussels, and then about an hour in traffic on the way here. So yeah, it was quite something, but I'm so glad I made it. Thank you.
Hi. So first of all, we actually my name's also Eliza. And my question is, what is the best thing that has ever happened to you?
I mean, having a baby with the person I love, I have to put that as number one. It's just changed my life in so many ways, sometimes in overwhelming ways, but for the most part, I just feel like a better person. I feel like my heart is open, you know, like being with Bob and having our little Henry has just cracked me wide open, and I love it.
It's a great answer. I'm super happy for you.
Thank you.
Hi there. First of all, I want to thank you for being such a big part of my childhood, because I also grew up watching the Sleepover Club. And I wanted to know what you do to wind down after a full day of work.
How do I wind down? So I used to feel ashamed to say this, but watching TV is like my favorite thing in the world. I love it. Watching Netflix for hours and hours. It's the best, and that is how I wind down. I love to make a cup of tea, take off my shoes, get on the couch, and watch my favorite shows.
I can definitely relate to that. Thank you.
Sorry?
I can relate to that. Thank you. Hi. I've seen the 100 a lot of times, and seeing Clarke and Nexa has just changed my life, and I haven't been able to feel it when I was first watching, and my goal for therapy was to cry when I see that scene, and I haven't been able to do that yet because a lot happens. But my first question is, how was that to first know that you're gonna be in a relationship with Alicia, and how did you talk about it, and how did it all feel throughout it?
Yeah, it felt really good. Alicia and I love working with each other, so that was a bonus. Also being able to, like I said before, you know, just represent bisexuality in a really natural way was amazing. But the way we found out was Tom McDonald actually told us when we were driving into work together, it's like, your character's getting together. And we were like, no, they're not. And he went, no, I'm serious. And I really thought he was joking. And so did Alicia. And then, yeah, the next day we were like, oh, you were right. And the way we approached it was like we do with anything else. It's just, you know, we sat down together and we worked out, you know, where each character was coming from and how we were going to, you know, sort of capture that magic and that love. And I hope we did that.
You did. And second question is, what is the weirdest thing you've done on set, or what is the weirdest thing you would like to do on set? Like, I don't know, scream, I'm the queen of the world from top of the arc or something.
I've gotten to scream on set at the beginning of season 5. That was really cool. But the weirdest thing that I do often on set is I can fall asleep literally anywhere. Like, it doesn't matter if I've got 2 minutes or if I've got 10 minutes, but you will find me napping all over set. And I think it's a pretty special skill and a weird one. But I've been working on sets since I was 11, and you get tired as a little kid, so I would just fall asleep with all the noise and construction going on and whatever, and I still maintain that today.
Thank you. I just wanted to say that I'm really thankful I got to ask you those questions, and my whole body is shaking right now. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Hi. So Bellamy and Clarke are my favorite characters on the 100, but I definitely really relate to Clarke for her compassion, but also all the difficult choices she has to make. So I was wondering if there was a trait of Clarke's that you might relate to.
There was, I'm sorry?
Like a personality trait of Clarke's that you might also find in yourself.
I learned a lot from Clarke, but I feel like one thing that hopefully that we had in common is resilience. I'd like to think that I either learned that from her or we shared it, but I am quite the resilient person, and I loved that about Clarke as well.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. Which one of Clarke's hairstyles did you like the most?
Not the spaghetti hair. I am aware that that's what it got a nickname. Favorite hairstyle? I've got to go with the very first, this look. Loved season 1 hair. And I wanted to do a callback to it in season 7. I wanted it to kind of come full circle. But it didn't end up happening. But that was my favorite hairstyle, and I think it was just, you know, OG Clarke.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So hello. First of all, I would like to say I love your outfit. It's really nice.
Thank you.
And then my question is, how did you feel about the show ending? Because I mean, it was 100 episodes, I think. And how did you feel about it ending? Because that's a lot of time that you spent with those people and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, so many mixed emotions. You know, I started the show when I was 23. I finished when I was 30. Like, that's a really big chunk of time, and it was really emotional to close that door and to kind of learn who I was outside of the 100. Like, who's Eliza? You know, I had to get to know me again after the show ended. But it was yeah, it was really hard, and we were a family, and I mean, we still are in a lot of respects, and these conventions still bring us together, which is amazing. But yeah, I knew it was time for it to end, but it was still really hard to say goodbye.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, I have a question, but I don't know if it already has been asked yet, but I think we all want to know. Pineapple on pizza or not?
Not. It doesn't belong there. It doesn't belong there.
I agree. Thank you.
Hey, I just want to say I really love you like a lot, and Hier is my favorite show ever. I was wondering because if which death affected Clarke the most, except for the obvious, like so.
Oh my goodness. Do you know, I think, and this is something that you didn't really get to see much of, but I think her father's death was the most heartbreaking for her, and it really shaped her and made her who she was. And yeah, I think that story didn't really get told very much, but I like to think that I kept that sort of undercurrent throughout the show, because I think her father was everything to her. Yeah. Thank you.
So obviously you never know if a show is going to be a hit or not. So I was wondering, when was the moment you realized, like, well, this could actually be something. This is quite big.
Oh my goodness. I mean, when I first read it, I was like, this is a show. This is like something special. I did believe that, but it wasn't until, I don't think, like season 2 or 3 where I realized how popular it had gotten. And kind of like on the down low as well. Like it wasn't being advertised, you know, immensely on CW or anything. It was just kind of like, it had more of a cult following, which I was really surprised by and so happy about. So yeah, I'd probably say, yeah, season 2 or 3, round about there, where I went, oh.
You didn't even think it would go past season 1, originally?
Sorry?
You didn't originally think it would go past season 1?
I hoped it would, but yeah, I wasn't sure. I was told by so many people in the industry, like, you know, shows pretty much die after season 1, and I was like, oh, okay, damn, but it didn't.
We're really happy it did. So thank you.
Me too. Thank you.
Hi. Lastly, I just wanted to wish you happy birthday for Monday.
Thanks, Emma.
And hope if you did anything planned for it or any.
I plan on eating Belgian waffles because I haven't had those yet. And then I get on a plane. Unfortunately, I spend most of my birthday on a plane, but that breakfast is going to be epic.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen.